Asian delegates to leave the hall and proceed to level 1. This movement has to be very quick to avoid congestion when we use the elevator to leave the venue. Thank you for your kind attention. Announcing the arrival of the Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, and His Excellency Samdech Moha Borvor T. Padej Hun Manet, Prime Minister of Cambodia. Distinguished guests, please be seated. Distinguished guests, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are honored to witness the exchange of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Central Bank of Malaysia and the National Bank of Cambodia on cooperation in the area of financial innovation and payment systems. And now, we are delighted to invite to the front Yang Berbahagia Dato' Abdul Rashid Ghaffur, Governor of the Central Bank of Malaysia, and Her Excellency Dr. Chia Sere, Governor of the National Bank of Cambodia, to exchange the signed Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in the area of financial innovation and payment systems. Thank you, Excellencies. We may now proceed with the joint press conference. Our joint press conference this morning will commence with a statement by the Prime Minister of Malaysia, followed by a statement by the Prime Minister of Cambodia. Please welcome the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Excellency Samdech Hun Manet, Prime Minister Cambodia, Deputy Prime Ministers, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, great pleasure, we welcome you as a friend and continuing the great relations that we have had with Samdech Hun Sen for many decades, and of course we have had very fruitful discussions on a number of issues, and the signing of this understanding and agreement between both governors and central banks is meaningful, because this has been one of our pillars in terms of dealing with the issue or problem with our currency. We have had relative success with China, and it's 25% of our total trade is in our local currency. With Thailand, but 18%, Indonesia, but 20%. With Cambodia, I think using local currencies would, of course, lessen the burden and the pressure of having to be tied only to the US dollar. We have also agreed to accelerate the process of JCBC, Joint Committee meeting between both countries earlier than expected. Both foreign ministers have been entrusted to fix a date, and following that, of course, the issues like food security, collaboration in research, investments, halal industry, renewable energy, and high-tech industries, including AVs and AI, will have to be discussed and explored. Both our custom departments will facilitate movement of goods, and we have already started or initiated the discussions on MOU by both customs, and will be finalized soon. It would depend on the efficiency of both ministries of foreign affairs. We have huge potential in terms of boosting trade volume, palm oil, white rice, and trade ministries of both countries will use the Joint Technical Committee platform to address these challenges and find solutions, both trade and tourism. Investments has been there, but then we should expect more investments into Cambodia and from Cambodia into Malaysia. The value of investment by Malaysian companies in Cambodia has exceeded $3 billion. And of course, there's huge opportunity, and the Prime Minister has assured he will give all the attention and support possible. Malaysia's interest to be a key player in construction of over 1,000 kilometers of seabed energy pipelines, facilitating the transmission of renewable energy from Cambodia and Laos to Singapore. These are issues, transborder, transnational, that can be explored. We have expressed our gratitude to you, Prime Minister, and the Cambodian government for assisting us in resolving the issue of Malaysian victims due to job scams, syndicate, and you were very forthcoming and very fast, and I would thank both the police and immigration for their attention and support. We also work together with the Muslim community with your support for whatever training required to ensure that they will play a positive and meaningful role in Cambodia. We explored the issue of tourism and 47 flights a week from Cambodia to Kuala Lumpur and Kuala Lumpur to Cambodia. But then you have suggested, and I agreed, that we should explore new routes to expand this, because there is a huge potential in both our countries. We have acknowledged the fact that ASEAN has recorded impressive collaboration in a number of fields, but intra-trade and investment is certainly profoundly lacking. And we have therefore a responsibility to ensure this would be enhanced so that it be beneficial to both these countries. So again, my dear friend, thank you very much for this visit. I'm pleased with the outcome, and looking forward for further meetings. So we're meeting soon again in the ASEAN-Australia meeting in Melbourne. So, terima kasih.
Thank you, Prime Ministers.
Thank you, the Honourable Prime Minister. Now, without further ado, may I invite His Excellency the Prime Minister of Cambodia to deliver his statement.
Thank you once again, Prime Ministers. I would like to thank Your Excellencies for the warmest welcome and excellent arrangement extended to me and my delegation during my first official visit to Malaysia today. This year marked the 67th anniversary of relationship between our two countries. And throughout these years, our bonds have grown to new height in terms of economic, high-level interactions, people-to-people exchange, and strengthened defense tie. I take this opportunity to extend our profound appreciations to Malaysia for support and engagement across diverse sectors, as well as good care and facilitation provided to Cambodian workers residing in Malaysia. In addition, Cambodia always keeps in our hearts the invaluable contributions of Malaysian peacekeepers to Cambodia during our peace process in the early 1990s. Prime Minister Anwar's official visit to Cambodia last March and my visit today signifies this close cooperation between our two countries. Today, like Prime Minister Anwar has mentioned, we have concluded our discussions on a wide range of matters in order to improve our cooperations across sectors. In our deliberation, we note that with satisfaction and positive step taking since the official visit of Prime Minister Anwar to Cambodia last March, together we charted new course action aimed at fostering shared growth and prosperity. First, on the political front, I assured Prime Minister Anwar continuity of Cambodia's positive and inclusive approach towards Muslim communities. Cambodia welcomed Malaysia's decisions to host and to start discussions on our joint commission for bilateral cooperation, which hopefully to take place very soon, before mid of this year, in order to start off the process of engagement in other sectors as well. Second, on the economic front, our bilateral trade shows promising upward trends, and there is still untapped potentials. To further bolster economic partnership, we underline a more active role of our private sectors in fostering economic collaborations and development initiatives. A quick win will be immediate implementation of the two MOUs between our respective private sectors to be signed later today. Furthermore, I will address the Cambodia-Malaysia Business Forum later today to showcase potential and investment opportunities awaiting Malaysia's exploration and expertise. We also welcome the signing of the MOU on cooperations in the area of financial innovation and payment services that just concluded. Moreover, Cambodia invited Malaysia to consider the possibility of establishing a joint trade committee. We have discussed on this matter to explore additional avenues and inject new energies into economic and trade relations. We discussed the deepening of our collaborations in the fields of education, training, custom, halal industry, and possibility of expanding import of agricultural product in the two countries. Third, recognizing the importance of enhanced connectivity, we discussed the possibility of collaboration further in terms of tourism and facilitation of additional direct flight, like Prime Minister Anwar has mentioned, especially for more destinations between our two countries to facilitate the visit between our two peoples, as well as the tourism from third countries between our two countries. Fourth, on the defense and security cooperation, this country reaffirmed the commitment to strengthen mill cooperation and sustaining collaborations, including information exchange and tackle regional challenge posed by online scams. On the energy front, Cambodia appreciates Malaysia's principal support for facilitating the Laos-Cambodia-Singapore undersea power transmission cable project crossing Malaysia's seabed. In addition, Cambodia invited Malaysia to consider participations in the above-said undersea power transmission cable project between Cambodia, Malaysia, and Singapore for regional energy security. In closing, Prime Minister Anwar and I optimistic about the future of relation between our two countries. We all continue to meet and consult regularly and a view of elaborating our relationship to new heights. And once again, Prime Minister, thank you for your warm hospitalities and a very productive discussion today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the conclusion of our joint press conference. Once more, we would like to express our gratitude to His Excellency Hun Manet, Prime Minister of Cambodia, and the Honorable Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, and to all distinguished guests. Announcing the departure of His Excellency Prime Minister of Cambodia and the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia. May I now invite all Cambodian delegates to exit the hall and proceed to level G, while all Malaysian delegates to exit the hall and proceed to level 1. Thank you.
Quay